Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and today we are going to do another style spotlight, this time on Janelle Monáe. She is a queer singer, rapper, and musical theater composer, and I just wanted to continue with Pride Month themed videos. She is such a fashion icon that I feel like if we're doing queer fashion icons, it would be a disservice to not talk about Janelle Monáe. So if you like celebrity fashion and fashion commentary in general, then definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday. And with that, let's get into it. Janelle Monáe Robinson was born on December 1st, 1985 in Kansas City, Kansas. Her mother, Janet, worked as a janitor and hotel maid. Monáe was raised Baptist and learned to sing at a local church. They dreamed of becoming a singer and a performer from a very young age, and has cited the fictional character of Dorothy Gale from The Wizard of Oz as a musical influence. The album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which Monáe bought 2 copies of with their first check, was another source of inspiration. They performed songs from the album at Juneteenth talent shows, winning 3 years in a row. After high school, Janelle Monáe moved to New York City to study musical theater at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, where she was the only Black woman in her class. Monáe enjoyed the experience, but feared that they might lose their edge and, quote, sound or look or feel like anybody else. In a 2010 interview, Monáe explained, quote, "I felt like that was a home, but I wanted to write my own musicals. I didn't want to have to live vicariously through a character that had been played thousands of times, in line with everybody else wanting to play the same person." In 2003, Monáe self-released a demo album titled The Audition, which she sold out of a trunk of a car. It was so hard for me to say. During this period, she worked at an Office Depot, but was fired for answering a fan's email using a company computer, an incident that inspired the song, quote, "Letting Go." Monáe signed to P. Diddy's label Bad Boy in 2006. In 2007, Monáe released her first solo work, Metropolis. The EP was critically acclaimed, garnering Janelle Monáe a 51st Annual Grammy Awards Grammy nomination for Best Urban/Alternative Performance for the single Many Moons. Since, she's been nominated a total of 10 times, but has yet to win, which the Grammys are known. They tend to snub Black artists, especially Black women, a lot, and it's crazy that she's been nominated 10 times and has not won. Also, we're about to get into it. Janelle Monáe identifies as non-binary, she, they, for pronouns, but in terms of storyline, like them being the only Black woman or like Black femme in her class, I feel like is like pertinent. And also with like the Grammy snubs being like a femme presenting Black person is like another layer, and just the Grammys being really biased. In 2013, Janelle Monáe expressed that she was attracted to both men and women and expressed support for the LGBT community. Since then, she's also come out as bisexual/pansexual, and in April 2022, she came out publicly as non-binary on the Red Table Talk saying, quote, "I'm non-binary, so I just don't see myself as a woman solely. I feel like God is so much bigger than he or she, and if I am from God, I am everything." So now we're gonna get into their style. One of the most iconic things about Janelle Monáe's style are their suits. Especially early on in their career, they tended to wear a lot of suits, especially on the red carpet. I saw a lot of like black and white and red like accents, but the classic black and white suit, sometimes with pinstripes, sometimes with suspenders, very like 40s old Hollywood vibes. And she said that it was a tribute to her Black working parents and Black working families in general. Quote, "They wore uniforms, and so I wore black and white as my own uniform to pay homage to them," she said via Access Hollywood. They have a very eccentric style where often they'll wear suits and very masculine items on the red carpet, but they also have an extremely keen artistic eye and will do something very avant-garde. In reference to that and their fashion sense in general, Janelle Monáe said, quote, "Agency has always been a through line. Whether I'm in a suit or whether I'm in a dress or whether I'm naked, it's always about my decision. So I'm giving myself permission to be a little more soft and explore different sides of my energy. When you look at Janelle Monáe's fashion journey, you definitely see very like millennial, lesbian, like fashion influences from early on in her career, just with like the flannels and the suits, and it just very much reminds me of like a certain time period. And since they have gone into different styles and become even more like avant-garde and even wearing more like femme clothing. And with that, Janelle Monáe said, quote, "I like to deal with energy in terms of softness and hardness. I think that perhaps prior, there was a need to protect myself through fashion, AKA through their suits." I think in general, femme presenting people, women, etc., obviously have a lot of expectations on how to look. Like already baseline, no matter what kind of woman or femme presenting person you are, there are expectations for boobs, for your waistline, for your hair, for the way you do your makeup, for how you dress, etc. Especially in terms of celebrity fashion going on the red carpet. And it is expected that you go on the red carpet and you're in a gown or a dress or something. So early in Janelle Monáe's career, it really was like, whoa, when they would wear suits on the red carpet. Like I remember seeing articles about it or seeing it on Tumblr or whatever. It was a very, not like shocking, that might be too strong of a term. Often Janelle Monáe would be on best or worst dress lists because of their suits, whether people loved it or whether people hated it. But it was very much a talking point early on in their career. And since she's still been on a lot of best dress lists because of just the extravagance of their dress. So now we are gonna talk about getting the look, getting the Janelle Monáe vibe. Obviously, the biggest sort of tip off, the sort of Janelle Monáe costume is a suit, some sort of hair sculpture. Obviously, I don't have textured hair, so I just did a high bun. And they tend to do pretty like basic makeup, like a minimal skin makeup, or at least like very neutral and kind of eye focus, but usually not in sort of shadows or colors, usually just in sort of like lashes and eyeliner, like it's just like black and gorgeous. Still kind of clean, not a smoky eye. And then often they'll wear like a neutral lip, sometimes a red lip. The typical Janelle Monáe look is definitely suits. Old-timey sort of suspenders, old Hollywood style suits, zoot suits, pinstripes, all of that vibe is very her. And I feel like if you pair that with kind of a doo-wop, ducktail kind of style and red lips, people definitely get like the Janelle Monáe vibe. They also wear a lot of hats and like headwear in general. Black, white, and red, I feel like are the main colors. They're really known for black and white, especially in graphic prints, in suits. And I'm not typically a black and white person. I'm not typically like a neutral person, but Janelle Monáe does it in a way that is very graphic and artistic, that it distracts from the fact that it's just black and white. Actually, the black and white color scheme assists in the graphicness and the contrast of the outfit, which makes me like it more. And on the red carpet, they always have their hair done. It's always a part of the entire outfit. We've been seeing the past few years, if you've seen any of my red carpet reviews, no one is doing hair anymore on the red carpet. And Janelle Monáe tends to have some sort of hair sculpture or locks or bantu knots, or it's gold and it's in a 1920s sort of finger wave thing. But their hair is a completion, almost like an ornament on top of the entire outfit. Another big thing that I noticed in Janelle Monáe's style is their proportionizing. They love to play with proportions. They have the iconic Met Gala look with the skirt and the eye and the eyelash and everything. They do a lot of bubble hems or tiny top, big pants. Janelle Monáe is only 5 feet, so I feel like they really like to play with proportions and wear like huge garments, which typically people who are short try to stay away from that, but I like that they run towards it and they will wear these like giant avant-garde garments. So when you're building a Janelle Monáe look, again, a classic black and white with like a red lip, cool hair, suit vibe is great, easy, clear, etc. But I also feel like proportions and artistry is such a huge part of her style as well, especially her style now. It's getting more couture, more high fashion, more art, less clothing kind of vibe. And she does often like queer signal through her clothes. They will often wear rainbows in their clothing. They have the famous like labia pants that they wore in the Pink music video, as well as to various festivals. So they very much signal their queerness in a proud way and in an artistic way through their clothing as well, which is of course why I decided to do them for Pride Month. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Janelle Monáe has been such a style icon for like a decade, I feel like at this point. It was high time that I covered them on this channel. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what else you'd like to see from me. Also make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post content there as well. If you want to see even more videos from me, I post 2 videos a month on my Patreon. This week I am posting an activewear collection. I get a lot of questions on my activewear because it's very girly and frilly and cute and floral. So if you have any questions on that, that's going to be over my Patreon. Everything will be linked down below, including the sources I used for this video. And with that, have a happy day. Bye.